Hey guys, what's going on? This is Apple Fox channel here, and today we're gonna be continuing the series I started to make on this channel, which is called the best applications for the Apple Watch. And today we're gonna be taking a look at the best tools applications for the Apple Watch. So let's just get started with this video right now. And now the very first application I would recommend you to download is called Clicker. As you can see, this is how it looks. So that means that this application was only created for the Apple Watch. I mean, there will be applications that were created for the iPhone and maybe for the iPad, and they also added an option to have it on the Apple Watch. But this one was strictly created for the Apple Watch. So what this application basically does is that it counts things. So as you can see, when I open this application on the iPhone, there is not much what I can do with this. I have the option to change the settings right here, which actually has like these options to change the color of the user interface. I'm gonna change it to blue just for sake of this video, but it doesn't really matter. And the second option under the settings is the one that will get you to the developer page or to the page where you can see more applications from that developer. So I'm not gonna click on that right now. And let's move on to the Apple Watch in order to show you how this application works. So let me just find it first, and here it is. So let's open it up, and as you can see, I'm having the number 3 in here. And what does it mean? Well, it is a clicker application, which is something like a counter for your Apple Watch. It doesn't matter what you're counting, as long as you are doing something, you will need it. So just for example, let's say that you want to count how many days you're doing something or you're working out, or it does not matter as I mentioned, but let's say that you're doing the workout days. So when you wake up every morning, you're gonna click plus, and you're gonna have the number 4 here, which basically indicates how many days you are doing the workout. Let's say for example that you're counting stars. I mean, not really stars, but anything that you have to know the amount of. You have to count it like this, you click and you have the number 5 in here. And of course you are getting the haptic feedback, so you don't even have to take a look at the Apple Watch in order to know that something is even happening, that you added this number. But there may be a couple of problems happening with this. So for example, what happens if you clicked accidentally, or if you want to come back to the previous number? Then you have to perform a 3D touch or force press and click on the minus icon which says subtract. So let's click on it, and we have, I didn't click on it. Let's click it, and I have the number 4, and also the haptic feedback. And also, if you want to start from the beginning, also perform a force press and click on the option at the bottom which says reset with the trash can. So let's click on it, and you have the number 0, and you have to start from beginning. And if you want to change this color of the user interface, you have to do it on the iPhone, because it's not possible to change any settings within the Apple Watch. You have to use your iPhone in order to change it. But I don't think that it should be a problem. Now let's move on to the next application, which is called, as you can see, Random. So now you probably have some kind of idea of what it could be, so it's giving me some kind of random stuff, but if I open it up, I'm gonna show you exactly what it means. So as you can see, I am right now on this page. And this application basically gives you some random numbers, random stuff, random cards, random coins. It is a really great application when you don't have time to decide on something. If you want to have a random number and you want it to be really random. And now when I click at the top of the screen, you can see that we have the option to pick if you want the number to be random, the letter, dice, yes or no, flip coin, map coin, card, list, rock, paper, scissors, and I have no idea what this option is, so let's take a look. And it's okay, it's rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock from the Big Bang Theory. It is. I would never believe that something like this even exists in real life. But anyways, here it is. Scissors. Let's see if we can get the Spock in here. Lizard, Spock. So it is not something I would expect to see inside of this application, but there you go. But let's try something regular. So let's click on the numbers, and as you can see, we have the option to pick the minimal number and the maximum number. So it's like from 0 to 100. And what's cool about this application is that we can also shake to actually show the random number. So let's do it. And as you can see, the random number is 13 right now. And we can also click the randomize button at the bottom of the screen, which actually shows up the random number. So it's the 42 right now. And as you can see, this application is really well optimized. As you can see, it works on the iPhone X. And if I 3D touch on it, you can see that it supports 3D touch widgets. It works on the iPad, and of course, it works on the Apple Watch as well. So let's bring it up right here. So let's find it somewhere around here, and here it is at the top. So let's open it up, and as you can see, I have right now the option to pick a card. If I come back, I can choose from all of these options. I think that there are all of them just like on the iPhone. So let's click, for example, on the card option right here. So this time it doesn't work to shake, but I just click on it and it's gonna give me a very random card. So if I click one more time, it keeps giving me the random cards. it doesn't only show the random number or the random stuff from the iPhone, you can also do it on the Apple Watch without taking the phone out of the pocket. So it works pretty fluid, or it works really nice. Let's try the dice one more time. If I do it, yes, it works perfectly fine. Also, 3D Touch gives me other options, so let's pick how many of them we actually want to use. So I will use like 3 of them. And now if I click on it, it's gonna give me 3 random dice. What's cool about this application is that even if I turn on the airplane mode, meaning that the iPhone is not connected to the Apple Watch, as you can see the red sign at the upper left corner of the screen. And now if I open up the application, the random one, and now it works independently without the need to have even iPhone in your pocket. I already mentioned that you don't even have to take your phone out of the pocket, but the phone doesn't even have to be inside the pocket. You can also use it without it. So let's flip coin for example, and we have the tails right now. So it is a really useful application in my opinion. And the next application I would recommend you to download is called 1Password. This is one of those applications that wasn't created for the Apple Watch, I mean only for the Apple Watch. Of course you can get it on the smart device on your wrist, but it's not primarily used for that. So this is how it looks like on the home screen. I'm pretty sure that many of you have heard of this already. And this is one of those applications that is very well optimized. If I open it up, you can see that it is of course optimized for the iPhone X. I think that this was one of those first applications that was optimized for the iPhone X. But anyways, to talk about this application, as you can see, it is called 1Password, and what it basically does is that it stores all of the passwords that you used for the social media, for pretty much any kind of account you can use. But you have to like pay a subscription for this. Moving on to the Apple Watch, there isn't much what I could show you in terms of this application because I am not using it. I mean, it's not like I don't have it installed. It is there, as you can see, it is on the Apple Watch, but I don't have the subscription just yet. So I cannot show you what it looks like or how you're gonna be able to use it. Another very cool application is this one called the Night Sky. And if I show you what it basically does, it is basically like tracking the sky, the stars above you, and it works really nice. You know, like, as you can see in the description of this application, it says that you have to simply raise your iPhone, iPad, or Apple Watch. Did you notice that? The Apple Watch to the sky to identify planets, constellations, or even satellites. You can also sort of like travel through time to show how the constellations and stuff looked before or how it will look in the future in just a couple of minutes or a couple of days. I have no idea about this kind of stuff, but it works really nice. I mean, this is not one of those applications that you will be using every single day, but just to show off or to show someone what you can do with your Apple Watch, it is a really nice application. This here is the application I was talking about, so when I open it up, it's already giving me the instructions on how to use it. So I have to align the watch with the moon and tap on the screen. So let's say I have it correctly set up, and let's click on this. So as you can see, I'm seeing this stars, or I don't know what it basically means. It's just really nice. It is a really great application to know what it looks like above you, in the stars, in the sky, so it is a really great tool, and I just really like this application. Let's continue with the next application, and this one is called Advanced Data Usage Tracker Smart App. So let's open it up right now on the Apple Watch. So this basically is the user interface that is offered from this application. So as you can see, the 3G data, I have used 0 kilobytes today, and this is because I have just opened up the application for the very first time. But it is basically a simple data tracker. It is a free application, so don't expect to use like 3D Touch on this application here to get more options. It doesn't work on this one. There are other better applications, but for those you have to pay like $1. It doesn't really make sense to pay for those applications that you can have for free. It's not like this is some kind of unique application that you want to pay for. It is a regular data tracking application, and this is the very same thing, but it is for free. And the last application on my list is called TickTick Remember To-Do List. It is basically a regular to-do list, but with the exception that it also offers a reminder. Consider it to be a tool because it also reminds you to do some kind of stuff. Create your own to-do list, also some kind of checklist and stuff like that, so I just really like this type of applications. And guys, we have arrived to the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching until the end. I just really hope you enjoyed this video, and I just hope that you found some of those applications useful and maybe that you will start using them. If you are interested in this type of content, if you would like to see more Apple Watch coverage and more apps for the Apple Watch, then don't forget to subscribe to the Apple Fox channel because I'll be posting more videos like this. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the next one.